So Carlee Russell was found guilty and she was sentenced to have to pay back $17,000. Also have to do certain amount of time of community service. Also to be monitored for a certain period of time on her probationary period, right? She has supervised probation. The judge was of the determination that Carlee Russell is not a threat to society. I might have to agree with that, with the judge's sentiments and findings, determination regarding Carlee Russell. I think what most certainly should be the case is that while she may not be a threat to society, she endangers society in the sense that she'll take away from it. She'll take away from the community, or at least the actions that she's demonstrated. I find her family's conduct in the public space to be quite odd. And what I would have found to have been justice is if she actually would have put forth some form of labor, extensive labor and work towards the families who actually did suffer the things that she came up with that story to say. Because that's who I felt she actually did hurt. She actually did violate those individuals, those families who actually did have a victim and who were robbed of their loved ones before their time was up. That's where most certainly she did people wrong. And most importantly, her boyfriend at the time. I couldn't imagine what it must feel like to be of the thought that your girlfriend has been kidnapped and there's nothing you could do about it. Like, there's nothing lower than that to go through as a man regarding the woman who you love, and then to find out that it was not real. So that's terrible. But I think she should do things. She should put forth some form of work and effort to help families out who, God forbid, this happens to them, and it really happens to them. Now, the one who most certainly is a threat to society is the brick-faced woman. She's a threat to society. She falsely accused numerous black men of doing something that they didn't do. She's running around, or was, but she's running around. She's the daughter of a witch and a warlock. And somehow, some way, y'all called her a queen. Who is a queen that's the daughter of a witch and a warlock? What twisted Disney movie are y'all watching? Nevertheless, she falsely accused a black man who received death threats. Does this sound familiar to you guys? Does it seem familiar to you guys at all that a black man who was actually innocent of wrongdoing was falsely accused by a woman, and then he started to receive death threats? So from all of the years from Emmett Till now, why is it still publicly acceptable that a black man could be openly accused of anything out of the mouth of any woman and there be no actual inquisition, no research, no looking into, no collection of evidence, none at all. None at all. So a lot of you guys, you ran to the forefront in your lives, in your black media spaces, and you just opened up the clogged toilet so people could come, stand before the whole entire planet Earth and talk nothing but pure BS and show their hatred towards their own brother, to show their hatred towards another black man. And why? Based off of what? And the men who were there were questioning her from the very beginning, and you guys didn't even care. It was men and women who was running that damn Klan rally. That's you guys doing a disservice to your own over a liar. And why? She's actually a threat to society. The ones who would lie on your son just to get something. The ones who would set up an agenda and a scheme and a scam and a plot, an evil ploy, and don't care who it is that's innocent that they victimize in the process of them gaining whatever it is that they want. That's what you should be concerned with, but these are the ones you're calling a queen. These are the ones you're rallying behind. And then when it's eventually put out to the forefront that they lied and they endangered the lives of innocent people, no accountability on your part. None whatsoever. You don't apologize to the innocent black man who was accused of doing wrong, who you partook in him receiving death threats. You don't apologize to the innocent black man who was just minding their business at that night, just trying to have a good time. But yet you want to talk about Emmett Till and his mother. Yeah, okay. What's the difference? It's an innocent black man, an innocent young black man being accused of something. Don't get caught up in who's who and what's what. Get caught up in right and wrong. That's what you need to stand behind. Who was right, who was wrong. That's the threat to society. If anybody's going to stand up and use society's negative biases against their own people, that person is just as guilty and just as wrong as a hateful person who doesn't look like them doing the same thing to falsely accuse. That's against God. You don't know that? You don't know it's against God to bear false witness? But yet so many of you guys love to do it and just want to move right on and then act like you're some voice for the community. You're a damn parasite to the community. You're disgusting, and Lord willing, you're removed. Your voice is wiped and eradicated out because you look to tear down and never to build up. You like to see people suffer so you can get your crumbs.